Our next guests are part of the greatest show on earth, and they also shoot a little basketball. Well, kind of. 20 years ago, Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus found a unique new act. A group of young men from the South Bronx in New York City had developed an unusual way to play basketball. With that discovery, these unicycle riding basketball players, known as the King Charles Troupe, became the circus's first all-black center ring attraction. But this dream come true started many years ago with the ambition of a father for his son.
I started working with him at 5. I taught him how to ride in the hallway. I taught him in that hall how to ride that unicycle. I taught him how the first ball he threw, he hit the ceiling. Taught him how to throw that ball. And when nobody knew that he was learning to ride until he came out in the park.
In a way, Jerry King trained his son Charles so he could fulfill his own childhood fantasy. How did you first develop your interest in unicycles?
It had to have been a vision God gave me, because when I saw that man riding that unicycle in Tampa, Florida on the high Y, that fascinated me. All I remember was the elephant and the man on the unicycle.
Along with his son, Mr. King gathered other youngsters in the community. He used this new hobby as a way to instill pride and discipline.
It was just a real avant-garde poverty program. My father just gave out unicycles to all these kids, and these children rode the unicycle, and there were certain dogmas and principles that one had to follow if they wanted to be in the unicycle team. I practice, and every time that I don't practice, I hear my father's voice. At 35, I still hear his voice, because it was just inbred. You practice, you have to stay in shape, you have to always be ready when the opportunity comes.
Over the years, many opportunities have come for the King Charles Troupe. The original troupe now works out of Las Vegas, while a second troupe continues to tour with the circus. What would you say is your toughest stunt?
I would think that the toughest thing that we do is the basketball, because the consistency and the timing. If it's not rightly timed and there's a mistake, we can tell it.
How much of it is work and how much of it is fun?
Most of it is fun. I mean, you like the adulation of the crowd. You like, you like the fact that you're in a very glamorous industry, and you like the end of the pot that you see at the end of the rainbow. But there's no doubt that it is work.
Besides their mutual interest in the continued success of the King Charles Troupe, father and son have another special project: new housing for the old neighborhood. So what kind of a building do you plan to put up, a high-rise?
No, maybe if I did get it here, I'll do 4. I take the 2 for the younger and the 2 for the older people. You understand?
Well, what do you say? Let's run down to the park?
Let's go.
Okay. There are a lot of old memories here, and no matter how far Charles King travels, there's always time for a little b-ball with old friends. Well, I couldn't resist. No wheels, just heels. Woo! 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 They have become so big and so popular that they now have 3 roving troupes that go all around the country at different times during the year.